For question 12, we've been given a table of values below for the equation y equals x squared plus 4x minus 1 for the values of x between minus 5 to 2. So here they've given us this table with lots of the values already done, but we need to complete the table for x is minus 2 and x equals 2. So the first thing you're going to do is substitute those values in. So when x is equal to minus 2, we say that y is equal to, now I'm going to substitute this in, so wherever I see an x, I'm now putting minus 2, so x squared becomes minus 2 squared, plus 4 lots of minus 2, minus 1. And if I go through this one step at a time, so minus 2 squared, so remember, this is where lots of people go wrong, minus 2 times minus 2 would be positive 4. Positive 4 times minus 2 would be minus 8. Take away 1. So that would give me an overall answer of minus 5. When x is positive 2, I do the same. So y would be equal to 2 squared plus 4 lots of 2, take away 1. So I have 2 squared is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, take away 1. So that gives me an answer of 11. So that's part A done. I now need to, on the graph paper opposite, draw the graph of y equals x squared plus 4x minus 1 and from the values from minus 5 to 2. And as you can see, I've gone over to the other page and drawn those points ready for us. I tried my best to draw a smooth curve, join up the points with a smooth curve. It is quite tricky on the iPad, but make sure you take a sharp pencil and practice drawing those curves. And if any of those points jump out at you that they're not quite on the curve, it's an indication to go back and check your workings. There is another part to this question, so we just need to look back at this bit here, which says, on the graph, draw the line y equals 2 on the graph paper. Write down the values of x where the line y equals 2 cuts the curve. So we need to get 2 values for x where our equation, where it meets the line y equals 2. So going back to our graph, we have y equals 2. So again, I'm looking at the y-axis. I'm looking for where y equals 2, which is here. And I need to draw a line across that point. So I'm now going to take my pencil and try and draw a nice straight line across at y equals 2. And where that line crosses our actual axes, we now need to draw a line down to the x-axis. So again, I'm looking at the points here and over here as well. So you need to be as accurate as you can based on the graph you've got in front of you. So again, if we look at these points here, now I've been able to zoom in with using my iPad. You can see my line's a little bit off, but you've got to be as accurate as you can. I can see from 0 to 1, if I'm going up in 10 squares, I know that each one of these is 0.1. So that's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. It's about 0.7. So my first answer here would be 0.7. And again, the other coordinate, if this is minus 4, this is minus 4.5. So this point would be minus 4.6. So they would be the two solutions I'd be putting on my answer on the other page. So 0.7 and minus 4.6. So 0.7 minus 4.6.